Cypher.
Yeah, nobody's dead yet. How come you see a Phoenix?
Yeah, I know. I don't see the Phoenixes yet. I think I saw it when we loaded in. I don't know.
True.
But regardless, Cypher, Sova, Breach, Brimstone, and Sage on defending versus the exact mirror comp on attacking. So let's see how this one plays out.
Yeah, so this could possibly be a standard in terms of the changes for the that we've seen in the agents. As we thought Cypher maybe would fall down. So far, he's still being utilized a lot in terms of a recon type of agent with the camera, with the tripwires. It's a lot of information you could get. But because of the cyber cages, is he going to fall down later in the future? We don't know. It's only been like 2 days. First off, now you see in this round, it was perfect because a tripwire also stops a Sova Owl. So Recon Owl doesn't work, but at least Finn is able to move inside right now to try to get a plant. Ooh. Nice one tap from Sabrosa, trying to go for a second one, but Sawston trades it back as a Sova. Spike has now been planted, a 4-4 situation, and time for washrooms. Big breach flash coming through as Wardell gets the headshot of the Jackboy, but it's traded out by Mirari. A ding coming across as well as Mirari is trying to fall back inside you. Self-heal coming in from the siege from the defender side as well. We're now closing through. The wall has been broken. That Molly's going to miss a bit. Mirari's stuck now towards that U-Haul. Is going to have to try to peek out. Going close range head-to-head, but it loses the fight. That's Hayes with 2 kills, and you're going to be able to come in with a get the defuse, and it's going to be the first round coming in for mouseSpaz.
Yeah, good attack there coming out from Team 303 as they're going to head up towards that bathroom, get that bomb plant down. But unfortunately, the retake coming out, that breach flashbang out of spawn, allowing that retake to really take place is what allowed mouseSpaz to have success in that pistol round. As we move up 1-0 in favor of mouseSpaz, we're moving into this, what should be an eco round here. But I wouldn't be surprised if some of these pistols on the side of 303 find themselves a couple kills.
Yeah, it started off well. I mean, they got into the site. It seems as though it was maybe some sort of retake play though from the defenders, and it worked out well because they still had a breach to work with to get the flashes coming through from the spawn side, and Wardell was the one that was able to get that kill on that retake. So I wonder if it's going to be a little bit more passive than the way that they play, looking at more matches of mouseSpaz in the future. But it starts off with Drone lining up 1, 2, 3. But then finally stopped by Mirari, but he's done enough damage. Hayes trying to come across as well. But this is going to be pretty impossible for them to win.
Yeah, now that slow orb coming out. Ooh, Mirari does get the dink off, but not able to pick up the kill on Hayes. And we're going to see that 2-0 lead moving into gun rounds now.
Reach by drone. Yes, the gun round. If you don't mind, Steph, for the tab, we're going to see what type of buy that we have. So we don't really have an upgrade right now for the defenders. So mouseSpaz are still going to keep here their Spectres, 2 Bulldogs. Okay, Wardell operating right now. Let's call him an operator. Let's call it as it is. And he's probably going to drop the Spectre for his teammate. Oh, no, okay. I see what the play is. Unless it's given to his teammates towards B, but sometimes you can maybe try to utilize that as well. You get an operator towards B side. If they get rushed, you can fall back into the site, pick up the Spectre as well, and try to go for some mowdowns. But it starts off here aggressive towards this B side. It was a nice aftershock, a nice idea from Jackaboy, but then he's white swung, headshotted by an operator. Then Sawston comes out as a Sova, and he's going to be able to retaliate on a 4 versus 4. And I think, yeah, they took down one player here from yeah.
I don't really agree with Drone taking that fight there on the side, because Wardell is actually able to get out. Drone stays for the extra kill, and that evens it up into a 4-on-4. Maybe a little bit of a confidence play there on his part, but it's not going to pay off for him. Yeah.
So now we do have, it looks like it was, what, no, Sabrosa's still alive. I'm trying to figure out which one is the one that fell.
Whoa.
Okay, a wall to come up. There's a gap in there, though. I don't think it was a good enough wall, but is it enough for them to still get the attacker side? Molly on the ground. Nice by Sabrosa to burn down Mirari. But it's still a 2-person rotating from the B side versus 2 players still alive. But they have 2 players at half health for the attacker side. Set recon arrow right now for Wardell to look inside the site. Is it going to spawn anybody? They spot both of them. This is going to be huge. So they know exactly that one was towards the APC. Going to fall back towards the U-Haul. Wall on the other side now. A boosted on top. Hayes gets the first. Sawston is to fall. Wardell close range with the operator. And Finn falls as the Brimstone. Easy retake right now for the defenders to make it now 3-0.
Yeah, that was a great arrow, great information coming in from Wardell, allowing that retake to take place, because that position there on top, boosted on top, would have been very, very deadly there. But because they're able to get that information from that recon dart, they're able to pre-aim that, jiggle it as they move into the site. They're able to get that third round on the board.
Rookie mistake right now to leave Spike and Spawn, so despite them for that on the attacker side, they're still going to try to work as a group. I don't like the fact that you always leave the Spike down at Spawn. If you forget it there, because even if the idea, this time as their group, they're lucky. But if they wanted to split off maybe somebody towards showers or something like that too, especially if this is a gun round, running back towards the Spike, run back towards your spot, you're wasting so much time. But Drone continues his aggressiveness down towards this hookah ramp, and he gets the first kill with a headshot onto his counterpart, actually, because it was another breach. He lines up two, making it a hat trick, and the Spike is already down just because of that. Easy kills.
Yeah, absolutely destructive push there from Drone. That's great. They're doing a simple push. Just send that recon drone out first. See if anybody's holding mid. If no one's holding mid, you can simply just walk out and take what they're giving you. And Drone does exactly that. Picks up 3 in the process there, Alex.
Yep.
4-0 is where we're going to see mouseSpaz.
4-0 and 2 players at 0-4. So kill-less in this first half, but let's not discredit them, right? Pistol rounds, second round, they were on a save. Nothing you could do. Third round, he was a little bit chaotic, trying to make it towards the A site. They were able to get those spike plants when they actually had those gun rounds. And that last round was a save round. Now it's going to be a double man push. They're not even going to go for a yard. They're just running through it because of a great Sage arrow, but then it comes back on a revive as Mimurari kills 2 right after that. So the idea was great, but it probably did not expect that many players towards the teleporter side. So the advantage comes back here for the attacker. We might see the first round on the scoreboard for 303 Sports. And Wardell, just before he gets blinded, gets the pick, onto Finn. Traded off by Jackaboy with the Spectre. Close range does not flick on time as Saucin is able to dispatch him. And just like that, it's a 4 versus 1. Spike is now going to get planted. Hayes does have a revive if he wants to, but his teammates are so far away. 1 inside you. If you could get a kill to start things off here. 1 is holding towards a double stack. I like to call that Tetris. Starts off with the first kill onto Rebo. Now leaning across. Why is he still looking down towards there? He does get the revive, but he doesn't know that there's 1 towards the showers, and Jackboy lands at the last 2. He who was scoreless is now 2 on the board, and they get the first point on the board as well.
What the hell was that guy looking at?
I don't know. It was a bait play. Let's say it was a bait play, right? Oh my god, he got killed. Nobody's watching showers, and then that gives a chance for Jackaboy to get 2 kills. Let's put it that way.
I guess.
Positive Vansilli.
Yeah, positive Vansilli. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, man. So, we're going to see the first round go on the board for 303. Hopefully, they can keep up this momentum. A very early entry is what I'm going to want to see out of them.
Oh, it was Wardell that was trying to get the early one here.
Yeah.
Deploying drone.
Didn't see anybody there. And for me, so far for the matches, both recon allies just bump each other there in the trail. So that's a Sova versus Sova. This mirror match is actually pretty fun because so far we've seen a breach versus breach where Drone always had the upper hand. And the breach playing for 303 Esports was Jackaboy, but then Jackaboy on that last round got 2 kills of his own. Now who's going to be the better Sova? So far, it's showing that it's Wardell with his opping, the way that he opts, the way that he's also droning, the way he does also use his recon arrows. He's using this character quite well. Now Cutler lining up 2, only gets 1, but at least Hayes is there to support him. So they still have a 1-man advantage on their end. But Saucin, moving up towards the garden side, is able to pick one off here. Wall is going to come up at the same time. Rebo is going to fall back to grab the spike as they're trying to take the hookah control. Nobody's really rotated on the A side yet, but it's still 40 seconds left on the clock, so they still can work towards A if they want to, unless they get a kill. Saucin gets that one. Brimstone should be rotating across quite soon. Drone is going to try to hold off as much as he could inside the side. Big flash coming through, but cannot go for the spray transfer onto the second one. So just like that, it's a 1 versus 1. Spike is looking to get planted with success, and he does have an ult. Sorry, it's a 2 versus 1. Okay, so they're moving as a group, but he should have used the ult at that point. Who cares? Get the round, get some kills, and you're moving up for another chance to rebuild your ultimate for the second round. But nonetheless, Sabrosa is going to try to move in. Does have the operator. full of guns on the ground that he could pick up here on this 2 versus 1. He's going to decide to pick up the Phantom.
He needs
So
to
with
hurry.
that gun
His
drop.
smokes are about to go away. He hasn't even touched
Yeah.
it.
Because of that, too, they're playing super passively here on the attacker side because it did have the breach. Rolling Thunder. Jackaboy does stun him, comes across, gets the kill, saves the operator as well if he wants to, and he will.
Tell me where they are, Silva.
Yeah, I
I'll
mean,
take it from there.
we're seeing the comeback happen. I think we're going to move to an eco round here. I'm not sure. Stephanie, if you don't mind holding down tab. Oh, perfect. Okay, so we're actually seeing the last little bit of their buy here. We're actually seeing Cutler struggle and come into this with a shotgun. So, and in
Dude, the
terms
Bucky
of,
is lit, dude. It,
I mean,
it does a lot
strong
of
weapon.
damage. Yeah.
Definitely a strong weapon, but I'm just wondering if they've got all their abilities as well.
I would assume so, man. When you're actually going with lower buys, I mean, a Bucky is only 900 credits. You could even go with small shields if you want to get that economy for the for the abilities. And Mirari says it doesn't really matter what you guys buy. He's going to start off with an opener here with a pick inside the A site. 2 flashpoints coming in from Jackaboy. And they're also trying to take control of you. So far, it works off pretty decently. Wardell is going to try to go for a Hunter's Fury. He does get the first tag. Can he get the third? No, he gets spammed through a Brimstone Smoke headshot, and that cancels the Hunter's Fury. Spike is looking to get planted. Hayes is also moving towards the spawn. Wallbang headshot on to Finn. At least the Spike has been planted. It is going to be now 2 players alive. They do have a neural theft they want to on this retake versus 3 players alive. No ultimates for the attackers. Now the roles have switched around. Jackaboy is staying on the APC, does manage to take down Hayes, and that is probably going to be the call for Cutler to try to fall back and save Wardell's operator, and indeed it will.
Yeah,
so it's going to be 4-3
around here. I mean, it was a great A hit coming out from the attacking side. You're going to see them wall off that U-Haul. They're able to pick up that first kill. Mirari moving up that short A, picking into sight. Able to pick up that first kill. And then from there, they simply just rolled through it. Nothing really to stop them. The retake scenario comes up for mouseSpaz, but not really able to get anything going. And we're going to see Cutler here, ending the round on a save.
And look at that. So far, it's like, oh, 3-0-3. It's 4-0. It's over. mouseSpaz is going to destroy them right now. And then suddenly it's 4-3. So from them winning that round, from them hurting the economy as well, winning 2 rounds in a row, this could put them in a situation where they're going to be on an even lower buy now. As you can see, we have a sheriff. They keep the operator, so they're force buying off the operator as well. A stinger in the hands of Cutler. What can he do with this?
This should do.
All right, looking at this now, we're seeing the double peek come out towards that long B area. The op getting a little bit aggro. Wardell able to pick up the first one, able to avoid it as well.
No trade.
Oh no, oh no. There's fire, there's smoke.
Nowhere
And everybody's dead. Oh no.
Oh, no way he manages to get alive from that. Are you kidding me? Our Frost Orb, a Hunter's Fury, attack 19 HP. Probably Hayes is forced to heal himself. Even a recon arrow that's going to spot 2 of them. This is going to be so hard for me to hold. If they hold this one, this is going to be a miracle, and Wardell and Hayes are sick. So you can see, Wardell is not healed yet because Hayes probably used that on his own, on himself to heal. And we have Sheris, and everybody's falling back towards A right now on the attackers, actually. So it's going to have to come up huge here from Subrosa with the Sheriff trying to spam through the cage, and he does get one onto Sawston. Are you serious? Is this really going to happen? They have 3 ultimates to work with as well. They can deny a plan if they do, and indeed they will. They even catch Rebo with the spike, so now it's a 4 versus 1. This is crazy. Mirari now making it a 3 versus 1 and finally gets stopped there. Actually, it was a 5 versus 1, 4 versus 1, and finally gets stopped. And how the hell does that happen? Hunter's Fury that doesn't kill 2 on Frost Orbs, dude.
Yeah, that was great from Wardell there, getting the initial pick. Then he gets walled up. Then they get trapped behind the wall and Hunter's Fury. I think what ended up happening was he got the recon on both of them, but couldn't pick what he wanted to kill. So he ended up firing one at Wardell, firing one at Sage, but then Sage healed herself, and then he fired another at Sage. Do you see what I'm saying? So if he went to Wardell, he probably would have got the kill. But because he went to Sage, Sage healed through the second one.
Unfortunate. especially due to the fact that you had so many targets. They were so grouped too. Imagine if they didn't split off on each side. That was good communication as well. Let's split off on each side here of these frosted orb on this frosted wall, or frosted floor rather, so that nobody gets picked off, or at least one only dies and not both. And luckily enough, both of them survive. Now this round, though, there is one that didn't survive and fell early from the hands of Wardell with the operator, and they're falling back inside B. Attackers on their end are falling back towards spawn side, and they're going to try to attempt to work towards A one more time. Yeah, this time it's going to be drone on APC.
The setup right here with this operator pushed up in the bathroom right now. This is a very powerful position. He's actually going to give it up now. That's going to allow Cypher to move in very slowly towards that shower, that bathroom area, and we do see an A site starting to develop now.
Yep. Drone's going to have to come up huge on the top of the APC unless they smoke him out. Even an ultimate that's going to put him out of way. So Broza does manage to get the first kill. There's a tripwire at the same time, too. So if he falls back, doesn't even need to. Goes for the second one there. And Drone doesn't even fall back from his area, too. Because the Brimstone ultimate, it was trying to go towards you to try to clear out anybody there, but nobody was playing there. And so Broza, a triple kill with the operator, even a wall bang on top of that. It's now 6-3. We should see a save on the attacker side. And mouseSpaz seems to have regained the reins.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of ghost action coming up from the attackers, but nothing else. This should be a fairly easy round for mouseSpaz here. Expect them to get 7, unless Jackie Boy and Mirari, or even those sheriffs on Sawston, Finn, and Rebo have something to say about it.
And they're going to continue to press. I think they're going to get this type of confidence that they kind of did in the first few rounds where they had people pushing down towards hookah sign. This time it's always towards long. Because it seems as though they always have, oh my god, what a pick. But it seems as though they always have control of that orb, so they're just going to keep abusing it. This time they're trying to do the same thing towards showers, but the first one to fall is going to be Sabroza with the sheriff coming in from Tin, if I'm not mistaken. Or Finn, rather. Indeed, as a Brimstone.
Yeah, and on top of that, they recover the operator right now, and this is where it starts to get scary. That recon dart isn't going to be able to pick up Breach now. Drone sitting right there. So Drone able to pick up this kill, but yeah, you're right. The HP is very low, as it does look like they're moving back towards that B bomb site on the side of 303.
This is huge. So Hayes has to put a wall up. He's trying it, but he can't get the distance to throw it up, especially you saw that head. Finally, he does. That's perfect. That's it. Enough time wasted right now for the people to rotate across too. He's even going to reposition himself inside the smoke. Cyber Cage coming up as well, thankfully for Cutler. He lines up 1, 2, and Cutler with a crossfire on a rotation. Just one wall, enough time. That was huge.
Yeah, that was great. The Cypher Cages come out. Hayes repositions by that long. Why does he do that? Because it creates separation from his teammate rotating in. So now not only do people jumping in the site have to look towards that long area, that long A area, that backhaul area, but that also creates them, you know, that space where the rotation coming in from CT now has the opportunity to shoot people in the side that are looking at Hayes. So that was great IQ from him, being aware that, hey, if I reposition here, I'm going to allow my rotations to now get easier kills as well.
Well, now it's going to be a gun round into this round. 7-3. Operator shot missed. Now they're going to spawn drone as well at Ninja. I like to call this Ninja area. But Mirari still opens up. Wins the operator fight against Sabroza, but drone is not done. That is 1, 2, and 3. Rolling Thunder. Flashpoint coming through. Jackaboy still gets denied by Cutler. And just like that, an ult has been wasted. And the last one to fall at showers is Rebo. Rebo has been quiet so far. I think we're going to hit that tab. He's still going to be low. Yeah, only 1 in 9 in terms of amount of kills.
The drone just straight up said, "Who wants to fight?"
Like it wasn't like
the fight came to, yeah, it wasn't like the fight came to him. He said, "Hey, I'm short A. Who wants to go at it?" And he took out the entire short A squad that volunteered.
Yeah, drone is sick. Drone is sick so far, and his pushes on hookah ramp, on A short. At this point, they're really doing a good job for mouseSpaz to keep 303 on their toes. Not really know where they should work from, because they meet drone at B side. They meet drone at A side. They have Wardell operating towards long B, now operating towards A. Drone there to help him. Drone's all over the map right now, and they keep running into him, and they're like, frick, we can't do anything against him.
Oh my god.
Looking for an ace right now, and this is a gun round. This is a gun round right now for the attackers. He's looking for the ace. He gets healed, and he's just going to start doing it. And he even spots the spike. This is going to be impossible. He's looking for the last kill just around the corner, and he does not get it. It is stopped.
He gets Guardian!
On top of that. And now he's on the scoreboard for a second kill. Finally stopped by Wardell. We're ending the half 9-3 in favor of mouseSpaz.
You got Guardian?
Dude, Guardian is sick, dude. I don't know what you're talking about,
No,
but
it's
Guardian
a sick
is
weapon,
so good.
but I can't believe that's what put him down.
Yeah. I guess
Like-
so. Oh man, 9-3 though in favor of mouseSpaz. It's not over yet. Like I said, I find it difficult to hold defender side on Bind, especially because I don't play with a team. I usually solo queue as well. But even with a team, even with friends, if you don't have coordination, defender side is so hard. If 303 Esports has it, it's not. I'm not gonna count them out yet. And it starts off with them saying, "Let's go for a 3-man push at hookah."
See how this works out. They're gonna be fighting it right out right here.
And it
There
starts
it is.
with a flashpoint. Mirari getting 2.
Now they're just gonna fall back. Great play here. Turns it into a 3-on-5. No chance for a trade from the attacking side. Now a recon dart towards long to get just a little bit of info. Oh no. Oh no, but the recon dart doesn't mean you can rotate here. They're going to play a full retake on this site. Not a bad idea either. But that means the spike will most likely get down here. Or no,
Right,
they're
has
not even
coming in.
committing.
Yeah, at least he's got 2 frost orbs. So this is different right now. No wall coming up because he bought a ghost and 2 frost orbs. So the first one to fall down the window. Sawston is playing a crossfire. He's getting tagged through a wall as well. And unfortunately, Mirari falls. A counter frost orb coming in towards the spawn side, and they should be able to come in and get the spike plant. They spotted the spike carrier. We're going to have some shock arrows coming through as well, but it does not connect. The second one will. A molly as well, but the Sage still manages to fall back and stay alive. A retake attempt. 4 versus 3. Jackaboy and his teammate on the Cypher coming back towards hookah, and you can see it. This is a huge fault line. That's going to stun one. Force him on the outside. On both sides as they come out, and they spread out Jackaboy with a nice whip with the headshot coming through. Now the last one is from Spawn.
Wow.
Unfortunately, Hayes getting 2 kills coming from hookah, and that was what, 3 kills for him?
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of miscommunication there because Hayes got a kill on the entry there, on the retake, right? So they should have known that Hayes was in sight, but judging by the look on the defender's face during that retake, they had no idea where he was. So, I mean, yeah, you can't, you got to make those calls. You got to make sure they're precise. The way I like to say it, an old friend of mine says it best, paint the picture in 3 words. Tyler Medic James. Paint the picture in 3 words for your teammate. That's the perfect call.
Tyler Medic. It's been a while since I played CS with him.
Yeah, he's a good people, man. I'm not sure what he's up to. Old friend.
He's still playing. I actually used to play a lot of CS with him for the early later half of last year. But now with Valorant out, I can't stop playing this. He's doing good.
Well, you know who else is doing good? Drone, as he jiggles on Mirari. They're in that hookah area. Mirari playing with the shotgun. Drone saying, "Hey, you can use a shotgun."
Yeah, well, I guess so. They're confident here. They are playing against pistols. Sabrosa even picking up an orb towards long B. They're opening up both sides of the map, and it's going to be towards the B side to start things off. Wardell gets dinked, but at least still wins that fight against Jackaboy. Sawston just trying to save the Phantom that was picked up there from Long. So will it be enough? So far, so good. They have a camera to look towards spawn. It should be good enough here. So Sawston with the Phantom is going to be able to hold the showers while his teammate, as Rebo, who is currently looking on that camera, is going to look back towards spawn. So they'll be able to buy the next round, right? You're looking at the money bonus. It's 1,900 credits rather, as you lose 2 rounds in a row. Kind of similar to CS, but it maxes out, I think, at 3K, right? If I'm not mistaken, on max bonus.
I'm not sure. I haven't
Or
really
2K.
delved into the economy system too much just yet.
I think it's free. Nonetheless, though, the spike will go off. The 4 guys saving their rifles inside the teleporter. 11-3 on the scoreline. 2 more until they move on to the grand finals.
All right. I mean, it's been a pretty dominant game. I think we were kind of expecting a little bit more out of this 303 side. But
I mean,
at the same time, I'm just not sure. Just not sure what they could do differently. Like you're seeing when Drone is straight up saying "fight me" and you can't win that fight.
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they're straight up saying we don't need to coordinate. We're gonna push in your face. We're gonna give you the opportunity to stop us, and you can't stop that. It's you're limited, unfortunately.
It started off well, at least on pistol, right? The two openers that they had, unfortunately, was some miscommunication for them to fall back and over-rotate towards the A side and cheat those rotations.
Yeah.
But then after that, second round, third round, or second round, just a pistol round, nothing really you could do there. This is like the real first gun round that you have for the attacker side that are playing against a weaker buy because they saved their Spectres from the previous round for mouseSpaz. So if they're not able to win, or if they do, or even if they do win this round with a lot of players dying, first off, their economy is going to be shut into the next round. And the second of all, if they're losing against Spectres, you could see how dominant the attacker side of mouseSpaz could still be.
Yeah, this is very interesting there. The cage went off, and all Breach was doing was tapping the cage, creating that noise, creating that sound. We've seen rotations come in, flashbangs out. The attackers are in sight, but Sawston putting a hold on it.
And that's thanks to a recon arrow and also a tripwire to get that wall bang. Narari getting one to Hayes. Narari trying to stay alive as much as he can, boosting himself up, runs out of bullets, and he falls down. At least he stays alive. Now it's a 3 versus 2 situation. 20 seconds left on the clock. We're looking to upgrade our weapons in the mid-fight. 17 seconds left. We're looking for a spike plant. Cyber cage to cover him, and they will get the plant. Now a molly on the ground. It is planted 13 HP, and it both fall at the same time as the diffuse is going to come across. It's just waiting as the molly is looking to dissipate. They're going to give it to the person that's closest to the ultimate, but at least they stay alive, right? But like I said, they lost 2 players. It was chaotic, and that was against Spectres.
Yeah, looking at this right now, I mean, we will see a stronger round come out. We should, at least, from the attacking side. I mean, even that round there, though, Alex, they were able to break into the site. They even got the res down, the plant down, turned it into a 2-on-2, I believe, maybe a 2-on-3. But you got to imagine with AKs, it's going to be a much easier job.
That's what I'm saying. Much easier for the attacker side. Now loading up with Vandals, with the changes of the Vandals that happened in the last week. A lot of people are using it right now. So it's nice to still see a battle of what's the better gun as a rifle to use between the Vandal or the Phantom, kind of like the M4 and the AK, and they're just walking through that one. What a nice job by Jackaboy as Hayes is trying to pick up that orb, probably to rebuild his res as he used it on that previous round. But it's going to be some nice coverage, orb being picked up. I don't know if he knows that there was 2 people that pushed, but you already see a Brimstone, Sabrosa inside U-Haul. So this could be a huge surprise factor right now for the attackers. They're going to hear the footsteps on a rotate. So Bro's going to have to come up big. They're walking into this right now. Oh, my God. Whiff on the first, but still capitalizes on the kill. But enough time for Jackaboy to get the frag. And he runs out for another trade across. So the spike has fallen. Rotate trying to come across. Fault line for him to fall back towards you as the spike has now been picked up by Wardell. Recon arrow inside you. Rotation coming in from the spawn as well. Cutler moving outside towards the bathrooms. So they are trying to go for a little bit more of an aggressive setup on this plant because he has to cover the spike carrier, the spike planter. But it doesn't work.
Yeah, Wardell getting ultied there. Unfortunately, Cutler not able to defend towards that spawn area. They are going to fall in the round. 11-5 is our scoreline. A little bit of a comeback starting here from the 303 side. But is it going to be enough? Still 6 rounds till it's tied up, Alex.
Yeah.
They've got a ways to go.
And that's what I really like, at least from how 303 is playing these rounds. Despite them getting dominated by drone on the first half, they still want to bring the fight to mouseSpaz. We saw how aggressive they pushed towards our showers, and it was a high risk and high reward that paid in their favor to put it in an early 5-on-4, dropping the healer as well of Hayes, and also putting them in some sort of a save so far. So Mirari is going to look back here towards that fountain. And look at how they change that. What a flick there. Nice shot onto Cutler. They're trying to jump out. It's going to be a save round like I mentioned before. They only get 1 kill on the attacker so far.
Oh.
This time it does not connect. It was so close. And he still manages to get the headshot onto Jackboy. And an ultimate. He's going to be able to run back at least. But they have taken the site. They could still get a plant. And it's still a 3 versus 3 against pistols. So they're doing great. Finally, they all fall 1 by 1. Spike Harry is also killed. Last one to be spotted inside the tin. As Finn drops him with that Phantom. And now 11-6, still in favor of mouseSpaz. This is going to be the ultimate test. Full gun round coming in for the attacker side, full money as well. Ultimates on top of that to be built up on the attacker side. What can now 303 Esports do?
I mean, They're definitely starting to come alive there. Unfortunately, in that round, it felt like mouseSpaz was kind of divided. You saw two people run towards long A, trying to almost go for that AW or that operator, and then you saw one person in the site defending against the rotation. So I feel like they should have just committed and moved together, whether it's towards long A, whether it's towards CT spawn. I think that was the real defining factor in that round loss for them.
I like this. They're still battling for this orb. It was a recon arrow and a frost orb just to see if they could push aggressively towards there. It's actually 3 players from mouseSpaz trying to move inside showers. We already have one already pushed all the way up a double stack at Ninja. It's going to be Sabrosa that catches Jackaboy with his pants down. At least
it didn't even look like Jackie Boy reacted there.
Yeah, and I'm not sure about that. Oh, yeah, okay, that's good. And now it's going to be a fault line coming across, a rolling thunder, rather, should I say. A nice long range, at least from Saucin, treated out by Wardell. Spike is now down. That might give a chance for the rotation to come across, but at least they have a neural theft. So they spot them right now on the take. Mirari is trying to move forward. He's stuck inside lower spawn. Recon mode as well onto Rebo. Oh, he's done. He's done. Ooh! Still manages to get the shot onto Drone. How does he not get hit at least once? He could actually get the res towards spawn as well. And that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to walk towards there. Still plenty of time to work with. There's that res on to Rebo. But unfortunately, Rebo is going to have to step up huge here. He dies again. Unfortunate there. And this should be it. It's going to be a tough one for him to try to retake. Rebo. Oh, sorry. Rebo stays alive. It was actually the Sage that dies. But Rebo's trying to stay alive, trying to go for a wall bang. That clock is still ticking to Wardell. Still walking operator. Pops him right there. And it's now game point for mouseSpaz.
Yep. Yeah, that was a great take there from the mouseSpaz side. I love that ultimate coming out as well. Able to clear up into that bomb site. Yeah, it did look like Mirari was going to have the opportunity for a retake, but that was more so mouseSpaz overextending and giving away those kills to open up that opportunity. If mouseSpaz had played tight, if they had played a lot, more defensive in that post-plant scenario, I don't think Mirari would have actually had the chance at that round. So, even though mouseSpaz is dominating, we're seeing them kind of getting sloppy here and there.
Yeah. And you can still see, though, just from that point of view of that Cypher of Cutler, despite them winning that round, he doesn't really have... Well, I guess he does have tripwires and stuff like that, too. That's why I was looking at his toolbox. But they're pushing forward, bringing the fight again. They still win that one against Hayes. Saucin going with the Hunter's Fury does manage to tap down Drone. Wardell looking for these pushes towards the shower side, but what a great play here by 303 Esports. They get these kills, turtle back inside the site. Why continue to hunt forward?
Exactly. You're in a 5-on-3 right now. No reason to overextend. Make them do the heavy lifting to win the round. Don't give them any opportunity. Don't make it easy for them to capitalize on, you overextending or going for too much info.
Yeah. And now, Recon Arrow to try to look up. They're trying to creep up towards this short A sign. But look again, this is a pistol round all over again. They're trying to cheat over people to rotate towards B. They keep one towards the U-Haul, but thankfully it's that camera that gives a chance. Oh my god, Wardell saw him. Execution. If he actually repeat, he was dead. Wardell had him dead to rights. Now they're moving forward. They still managed to get the spike carrier at least. But again, it was spaced off, thankfully, from a camera coming up that gave a chance for Jackaboy to call for rotation to come back. If that camera didn't come up and it walked forward, it was actually a full site open for the attacker side. Trade after trade, Saucin on a rotation, 2 kills with the Phantom, and it's 12-7 in favor of mouseSpaz with 5 more rounds to bring us into sudden death.
I actually think Sabrosa would have had a great play there, but that smoke actually just went away as he was inside of it, and that got him caught out in the open, but he was making a great play. I think he was going to be able to pick up 2 kills.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it just didn't work out that way. Okay, we should see an eco coming out. Yep. Here's the ghosts, a couple sheriffs. Yeah, nothing really going to happen here. So 303 should be able to take them down here. Should be able to clean this one up fairly easily. Should.
He only spots one here with that recon arrow, but at least he heard a lot of gunshots, so they know that there's some presence right now towards short A. And Jackaboy starts with the flashpoint, spots 2, does not connect somehow. Now it's going to be an aftershot just to keep them behind to give a chance for Saucin to crossfire with them. Shock arrows coming down as well. One has made it closer to teleporter. Can Jackaboy win it? Oh, thankfully he does. Sabrosa so many times caught him almost in the surprise. He's down to 19 HP. Sage is all the way towards B as well, so he's going to have... He's even running towards spawn. He's going to stay, really faster. At least Saucin's the one that's covering the crossfire towards long. Does get the wall bang. Second one onto Cutler. And just like that, 5 versus 2, 5 versus 1. Drone pop by Finn with a spray. Last one spotted, and Sauceton makes it a hat trick.
Alrighty, fairly easy round there. Like we said, flawless. All 5 members of 303 able to stay alive there in that situation. That means they're going to build some good economy. I know it is last round, but you never want to be in the position where you're saying, "Oh, I can't buy something," right?
Yeah.
Even though you know, if they lose this round, you always want to have the strongest buy. So keeping everybody alive, making sure that everybody's money's good enough that all abilities, all weapons, all armor, even upgrading
We
pistols
must shore up our defenses.
are on the menu is a good thing here.
For sure. And they still want to take control of this B-side fountain and start things off. I always see Cutler throwing that camera at the fountain side, looking up towards B, but they are lurking up there. Hayes still manages to get the first kill from an aggressive push on the other end of the spectrum. But look, the breach is still moving forward. He's in a position to go for a big flank right now, but they're leaving short A open.
Yeah, this is very interesting here. Is Jackie Boy now moving up towards...
He heard him. He's hearing his bunny hop. He's hearing his bunny hop.
Definitely. He's clearing mid now, making that call. Oh, but the trigger discipline there.
Both of them spraying for cross. Yeah, exactly. You said it. Trigger discipline. He heard the bunny hop. If you're right, if he waited a little bit longer, he would have had like 2-3 kills, including the spike carrier. Not the spike carrier, but at least 2-3 down to give more map control here for the defenders. On top of that, possibly could have been the Sage that he could have killed.
Exactly. We are going to see short A being attacked. Smoke's coming down now. That Heaven is cut off. Heaven cannot see anything. The camera coming out. And then with that Brimstone...
counter. This is going to be huge.
U-haul. Here we go.
They were all stuck at short A, but he didn't use it. He's going to use it for the plant instead. Yeah, there you go. Great job to try to deny it, but he still sticks it. So Cutler is going to sacrifice himself to go for the plant. The res has already been used, but they've already put up the wall. They already have the op as well from Wardell, who does get the kill into Heaven. And already they're in a great position. This is going to be impossible to retake now. 4 versus 1. This could be it. Mirari, who looks back towards spawn. Wardell with the surprise action there from the A side short. Makes it 13-8, a valiant attempt of a comeback again, just like Mirage Esports, but this time mouseSpaz defeat 303 Esports, end their run, and they're moving into the grand finals.
Yeah, Drone absolutely decimating, coming out on top with the